Well, while I figure out how to get the hell back home, I guess I could kill the time by reviewing another exclusive released for one of Nintendo's least successful consoles, the GameCube. Now, I already talked about Thousand Year Door, so I thought, why not review a game from a franchise I haven't talked about yet, but also one of the hardest games ever made. So, let's see what this is all about. I mean, come on. I tackled the Dark Souls trilogy, Bloodborne, and just recently the original Demon Souls. I'm pretty sure I can. Motherfuck! Enjoy the show. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new review. Tonight's game is F-Zero GX. F-Zero GX is a high-speed racing game developed by Amusement Vision along with Sega and published by Nintendo. It was released for the GameCube in August of 2003 here from North America. So, what's my history with the F-Zero franchise? Well, keep in mind, I'm not what you consider an F-Zero fan. I did play a bit of the original off of the SNES Classic, but other than that, until I got my Series S, I don't have a lot of F-Zero memories. It wasn't until I heard from a friend who is an F-Zero fan say that GX is one of the hardest games ever made, and as someone who enjoys difficult games, I downloaded a ROM, got it onto RetroArch, and gave it a shot. So now, let's answer the question. Is F-Zero GX any good? And is it something I would recommend to you? Let's find out. So let's start with the story, marking a first for the franchise. So without further ado, here's a plot summary. So there is a prologue and 9 chapters to play through to get the story. So as said before, let's just get this summary started. So the prologue opens up with Black Shadow, one of the main villains here in the series, getting wrecked by another character who is Deathborn, and he tells Black Shadow to win the next F-Zero Grand Prix, otherwise Deathborn will... Well, let's not beat around the bush here, kill Black Shadow! This leads right into Chapter 1. It sees Captain Falcon, who is fucking ripped beyond belief in this game, enter his Batcave of sorts, and enters a practice mode, which is where we get our first moment of gameplay of the story. Now Chapter 2 sees Falcon bump into another character named Samurai Goro, and holy shit, this guy is just as animated as Eggman at the 2010 era of Sonic games, who say that the first person to reach the finish line in this canyon doesn't forfeit their vehicle, which ends with Goro's vehicle blowing up. Chapter 3 has Falcon go into a bar until he is bothered by some random old dude who basically begs Falcon to win a race for him after putting Falcon in the disguise, and he races under the name of Famicom. Cute. Falcon wins and bails the moment he sees Black Shadow. Chapter 4, basically Falcon just gets ambushed by a gang which he has to hunt down and destroy each member. It's pretty fucking easy if you ask me. Chapter 5, Falcon sees the destruction Black Shadow caused, and someone basically begs Falcon to rescue the scientist named Jody. It's basically a race against time. One slip up and you might as well restart. Chapter 6, we encounter Black Shadow face to face for the first time. Falcon tells Shadow that they'll sell this in the Grand Prix. Shadow gets Falcon tied up, and Blood Falcon, a clone of Captain Falcon, puts a bomb on the Blue Falcon. So, this mission, you need to keep your speed up or above 700 kilometers, otherwise the bomb will explode. You ever see the movie Speed? That's basically this mission. You have to keep your speed above 700 kilometers per hour while doing this winding mess of a track in one try. You can't even stop the countdown when you get back above 700, so you might as well restart! Fuck this mission, let's move on. Chapter 7, the Grand Prix, and everyone is here, including Black Shadow. As I said, while summarizing the prologue, if Shadow loses, Deathborn kills him, so basically our main goal is to win and kill Black Shadow. So, let me get this 100% clear here. Black Shadow is basically a terrorist who goes around killing innocent people and causing destruction on live TV, may I remind you. yet he could participate in F-Zero races, including the Grand Prix? That's almost like allowing an actual terrorist group participate in drag racing! Anyway, Falcon wins, Deathborn shows up and sends Black Shadow to the Shadow Realm. Dead. Chapter 8 has us race against Deathborn in his lair in a 1 vs 1 race. Falcon wins and gets the championship belt. Chapter 9 opens with Falcon, who has a gun? Why haven't we seen him use that at all? That would make his problems be solved a lot easier than just racing if he could just shoot his opponents down like this is Grand Theft Auto. Anyways, these weird spirits who call themselves the Creators appear from the belt and challenges Falcon to the final race of the game, and fuck this mission! Holy fuck! I know I can tackle the likes of the Dark Souls games, but this fucking mission could go suck a big one! The main problem from this mission comes from the track design itself. I guess whoever, either Amusement Vision or Sega, saw some of the Rainbow Road designs from the Mario Kart games and thought to themselves, for the final race, let's have the final track be Rainbow Road, but more bullshit. There are 0 guardrails, which if you're someone who just wants to beat this game, like me, then 9 times out of 10, you'll fall to your fucking death. Seriously, fuck this mission! Anyways, if by some miracle you could beat that bullshit, Falcon wins, takes off his helmet because, well, if you went through the same shit Falcon went through while wearing a helmet, I'm pretty sure you will want to remove that as well. Anyways, the credits roll, story mode over. So that was F-Zero GX's story, and it's okay. It's incredibly short, but it's also one of the most frustrating campaigns I had ever played. And yes, I just said that. So if you want to start with F-Zero, I say don't make this your first one. I say go for F-Zero X on the Nintendo 64, then head to this one. But with the story mode done, let's discuss the gameplay. Gameplay of GX has us in control of either a racer of our choice in the Grand Prix mode and Captain Falcon in the story mode, and name of the game is Race, Boost, Blow Up the Competition, come in first place, and die and or lose. I'm gonna be honest here, in terms of racing games, this might be the hardest racing game I have ever played in my life. I thought the controls in Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic Heroes were slippery, and yeah, I eventually got used to the controls of GX faster than Heroes and Shadow, but my point still stands about not making GX your first F-Zero game. With every race you win, you get these tickets, which you can spend in the in-game shop. This includes parts for your vehicles and story mode chapters? Yeah, that's actually the first thing I bitched about when I first played this game. You have to purchase the other chapters. Why not just make them unlockable when you beat one already available? It's just so dumb! So, overall, the gameplay is hella fast and pretty arcade-like in design, but it's pretty alright. Visually, oh my god, this held up surprisingly well for a 2003 GameCube game, especially when you play it via emulation and you can bump the resolution higher than 480p, which was what the GameCube was capable of. The tracks look incredible, and yes, as much as I hate the last mission in story mode, I'll admit the visuals of the track and background are amazing, but the tracks in Grand Prix mode are also amazing to look at. And OST wise, yeah, to be honest, I didn't listen to much since I was too busy trying to not lose and die. But I will say the likes of the track used in the prologue and the Falcon Chorus are pretty good tracks in GX's OST. Now, let's recap. I think the story, while frustrating, is okay. Gameplay is arcade-like and pretty good. Visually, it held up surprisingly well, and OST, it's okay. Here are my closing thoughts. Overall, F-Zero GX is, to my surprise, still a pretty alright arcade-style racing game for home consoles. The difficulty may throw tons of people off, especially for newcomers, but with the arcade-style gameplay and the metal genre-fitting OST, I think there is still some enjoyment to be had in F-Zero GX. I just suggest emulating it because of the prices online. Overall, F-Zero GX gets my score of a 6.5 out of 10. But now, I want to know from you all, did you play F-Zero GX? What did you think of it? And is this something you would recommend to a friend? Leave your answers and more down in the comments. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and while you're here, consider subscribing and turn on the bell to be notified whenever I make a new video. As always, my social media links are down below. I've been Horror Kid, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everybody. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still need to figure out how to get back.